What is going on? What is going on? I'm just catching some vibes. I just need to get this out. I'm catching some vibes about this whole shooting at that Buffalo supermarket. Okay, I'm just throwing out some vibes, okay? And I haven't been on here in a while. Like I said, I don't live on social media. And I really only try to come on when I feel like I have something like I really need to say. And I really feel like I need to point this out. And other people might have noticed it too. It might be other people popping up saying the same thing. But I feel like this whole Buffalo situation is code for something else going on, right? When I look at, I shared an article earlier because I came across it, and honestly, like when I see this stuff, this was another reason why I don't live on social media. I'm hot, y'all. I gotta turn my fan on. And I don't have any light on because, well, there's a little light in here, but I'm, like I said, in here catching a vibe, right? So, like I said, certain things happen, and usually, sometimes, like what you see on the news, is not always what you think. Sometimes there's certain things going on behind the scenes, and there might be a story put out with the intention of, um, putting out information in a coded way. And like I said, I shared an article and I read it, but I didn't really, normally, like, I really like read into stuff, and I didn't really read into it because, like I said before, I'm just exhausted by, like, there's constantly like an assault on our minds. So I just shared it like in frustration of like, I'm tired of seeing this shit. Like, I'm tired of seeing it. But then I started thinking, and I'm just like, this tragedy is also code for something else. And like I said, I was looking at the picture, and I could just see a spirit over the name of the supermarket, Tops. And Tops is red and with a square next to it, a red and white square. And all I heard was killed at the top. People were killed at the top. So this situation is deeper than it's appearing. Like I said, things happen in coded ways. But and you see, like, other people can tie in what I'm saying, because like I said, there's a lot going on. Um, Especially like in this cycle that we're in, like this Scorpio energy, bitch. Get into this Scorpio fucking energy, bitch. This Scorpio energy is spitting hot fire. Spitting hot fucking fire. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. And you see what's happening with these hip hop artists. Like I said, I haven't taken the time to really go all in as to how it's all connected, but that's what came through. Killed at the top. So we can expect to see a lot more. Like I said, this happened, but it's still playing out. Like certain things are still playing out. And because certain people were killed at the top, we're going to see the effects of this start to ripple out. So it's stay. Whew, I don't even know what to say. This shit is crazy. But I just had to really, I was just in my spirit. And I was, like I said, just about to call somebody, and I was on my phone, and I'm just like, let me talk about this. And I hit the live button because there's always changes. Technology. One minute you can't go live, the next minute you can. I never know. I never know. But so I didn't want to record it because it's not. I don't plan on editing anything or nothing like that. I just wanted to get on here and say, what I was feeling, like what I'm channeling. Like this energy is fucking intense. This energy is crazy. This energy is crazy. This energy is absolutely insane. But like I said, when you see all these arrests being made, keep your eye, like keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it, because people, will do anything for position. People will do anything for money. And as much as I get on here and tell people, that how the industry is changing and how technology is taking over, like it's so funny because as I was, like I said, the article that I shared, I read it and it was saying how, this kid, is was influenced by all of the racist rhetoric going on, and I forget the man that they say he's following or was influenced by, but basically believing that white people are being replaced, and it's like replaced by who? Like, you're not being replaced by black people. Like, we're all being replaced. We're all being replaced. Technology is replacing everybody. And like I said, I've been sharing that. I've been, putting out the information. But unfortunately, white people, there are certain, not all, so please miss me with the bullshit. But there are some white people out here that just, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens. They're always going to believe that black people are the enemy. They're going to always fear black people. They're going to always wonder. They're obsessed. They're obsessed. They're obsessed. And so it doesn't matter, what's said and done. They think that black people are, like I said, it's their own karma. It's their own conscious eating away at them for the shit they've done. And instead of atoning for it, they just keep going and keep going and keep going. But it's like, again, white people, talk to your friends, talk to your family, like let them know, like we are all being replaced. We're all being replaced. Technology is what that boy should be aiming at, but you can't shoot technology. That's the thing. Like I said, and people are still, like I said, fighting for positions. Like I said, killed at the top. Like that is so significant. Like I said, you don't always know what's really going on behind the scenes. But that was a coded message. That's a message being sent. And some very powerful people at the top got killed. Now, like I said, it's going to play out different ways, but look for it to play out. Look for things to shift, things to change, because you never know how, the truth gets revealed. But, look for it to manifest. Look for it to play out. the shit that people do for money. And like I said, I've been sharing information. It's like that industry, like all of these industries, like technology is getting so sophisticated that, humans aren't needed anymore. And I don't mean that in a way of like a genocide, but not needed in a way of like we don't have to work so hard. Like, and I'm all for. I'm to be honest, I am for it. Let technology take over, so that young men like that can get some help and get some healing, and not always have to live in fear of like resources being taken away or jobs being taken away. Let technology take over so that people can just rest in their humanity and live life and focus on family, focus on healing their minds, focus on, living life. Like I said, and that's going to be a hard thing to do because we've been hardwired and programmed and marketed to, work, 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 spend, 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 consume, consume, consume. It's hard for us to think differently, but we will. Like I said, we will, and we have been. Like I said, these changes have been happening, in increments. Like nothing isn't going to, nothing's going to happen like all at once. Like I'm saying, these changes happen in phases. These changes happen in increments. My generation is the generation that like really bridged that gap. We were, one of the first generations to really start to have technology, or to see, not to have technology, but to see a great leap in technological advance, because technology has been here for a long time. But my generation was one of the first generations to see such a leap in technology. And we're just going to keep seeing more and more. Like I said, these things happen in phases, these things happen in increments. But it's important for technology to take over, because like I said, look, we can't, like I said, this is not psychologically sustainable. There's nothing about this way of life that is sustainable in any way. In any way. Let it take over. Let technology take over. Like I said, so we can rest in our humanity, so we can rest in connecting to things that we lost our connection to. Our children, our family, our communities, or what it is to get back to those things. Like I said, we've been in such a state of shock that for a lot of people, it won't feel comfortable, you know, doing anything else. But like I said, this is why these things happen in phases. This is why these things keep happening. The era of keeping people in a state of shock so that they remain consumers is just, like I said, it's just not psychologically sustainable. So this is why you're going to see these changes. Like I said, how exactly these changes play out, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I do have my theories on certain things, but I don't like to, for right now, get into, I feel like I've shared enough, like, like, of course, and like all these things have been predicted, like the changes in money and um, all those things. It's all connected. It's all connected. Like I said, more and more things have been uprooting and coming into the light. The birth of new consciousness is really what we are experiencing. Birth of a new consciousness. Our minds change and adapt, and our minds also fight back. And this is what I mean by not being psychologically. Can y'all hear me? This is the fucked up part about. I said I just really went live just to for shits and giggles, and I just wanted to talk about this. But I have no idea if y'all can even fucking hear me. I might delete this shit. Who knows? But anyway, what the fuck was I saying? What was I saying? God damn it. Give me a minute. Yeah. Letting technology take over, and it's not psychologically sustainable for us to constantly have our minds assaulted. And like I said, the mind fights back. We might not want to, and it's really sad because when I see like the response when things like this happen, when I see the way people respond, it's early, but I'm sleepy. But when I see the way people respond, like it's really sad. Like it's really disheartening. You know, you can see the way people are like just so quick to like, nothing's gonna happen. And at this point, it's gone from fake outrage to, yeah, this is what it is. And that's, again, this is why things have to change. Because people, and it's really sad to see, but when you see Black people claiming that they're addicted to white supremacy, it's like, no, white supremacy isn't a drug. Let's not play these games. Just admit that you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself, you hate being Black. Just say it. White supremacy isn't a drug. Admit to your self-hatred so you can do something about it. Admit to your self-hatred. Admit to your low self-esteem. Admit to you being just a shitty person, and do something about it. Because that's what it looks like. That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like when you say you're addicted to white. I don't even like saying it my goddamn self. It's this is it is complete insanity. It is absolutely complete insanity. It's just it just defies logic, and there's no logic in it. Like I said, people don't care. People just want, the things that are going to make them feel like they are better than, the next person, and that's really what we're dealing with. Like I really, want to put it on like something really deep and spiritual and demons, and like at the end of the day, people just want to be better than the next person. At the end of the day, people are petty. They want to be better than the next person. People are narcissistic and just caught up in their own delusions. And out here, like, really ruining life because of it. You got to take responsibility at some point. Remember, time isn't linear. Like I said, things are shifting. At this point, it is what it is. Like, it really is what it is. Because it's too exhausting. It's like really too mentally exhausting to be emotionally invested. It's like, don't get me wrong, I care. Like, I'm not an asshole. I'm not like a heartless person, but you can't be invested in it. Like, you just have to like know what's going on, because it is a normal response to see death, to hear of people being killed because somebody believes that you are in their way. That a natural response is to get upset. A natural response is to get upset. But when the people who are supposed to be protecting you don't have a response or don't feel like, you know, there isn't anything to do, you know, because again, they have an investment in maintaining things and things being maintained this way. Men have an investment in maintaining the sickness. So that's why you're never going to get like a strong emotional response from them when these things happen. They're comfortable. So they'll clown you for caring. They'll clown you for having the normal response to these situations. Anger and rage is a normal response when people want to kill you just because they think you're in the way. And there's more than enough for everybody out here. And it's really, like I said, it's insanity. But like I said, you can't, if the people who are supposed to be protecting you don't care, then you can't afford to either. You know, it's just a lot of heartlessness out here. It's just a lot of cowards with power. And that's a dangerous thing. A coward with something to prove is a dangerous thing. It's I don't know. But some of the work y'all out here doing, some of y'all girls, man, y'all putting that fucking heat, y'all applying pressure. And I love it. I love it. I don't know. It's going to keep playing out. But like I said, that was the message that came to me when I was, like I said, looking at the supermarket. Killed at the top. Some people at the top. And what is the top? What we about to see. Like I said, when the people at the top get hit, they fall to the ground for you to see. So, like I said, keep your eyes open. And again, stay safe because it's unfortunate. Like, like I said, I see these things and I see them for what they are. But you have a lot of, people out here that are really vulnerable and gullible to, the things that they see and the things that they listen to. And, it's unfortunate. Like we have controls, like, they'll ask you, like, is this video made for kids? And, we don't do anything about the adults that never grew up, that, still have the minds of children and they shouldn't be seeing things. I feel like, if the algorithm is going to do anything, it's like, don't stop anything. Like, let people be free to say what they want to say, but restrict it. Like, technology is watching people. Like, the technology knows who these weirdos are. Restrict them from seeing these things because they take it too seriously. Like, certain people don't understand code. Some people don't understand symbolism, and certain people don't understand entertainment. They see people out here and they're saying things, and and they just take it and they run with it. And like I said, unfortunately, people gain from creating this kind of chaos. And that's, it's just really unfortunate, but that people shouldn't be able to, especially if you are constantly, if you're following or like looking at certain things and you have a history of certain behaviors, like, I don't know, you just shouldn't be able to, you shouldn't be able to watch anything. You should be restricted from television, social media. You should be restricted. People like that need to be restricted from television, from media, religion. academia. There's a lot of mind games and tricks going on there too. All of that shit. People with, certain mental issues need to not be anywhere around those things. But yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. Like I said, I didn't want to be on here long. I said, I was just catching a vibe, and like I said, I just really wanted to get this out. I just really wanted to speak on this real quick. Like I said, I was playing around with my phone, looking at YouTube videos, and just playing around. Like, let me see. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna look at this again because, like I said, I don't know if the audio is good. Because, like I said, I just was playing around on my phone and wanted to see if I could go live. I normally use StreamYard because StreamYard, I can go live here, and then I can also go live to Facebook at the same time. Which I should have just done that. I should just went with StreamYard. But like I said, I was just playing around with my phone and decided to see what live was like over here. Like I said, and it's weird because like I see why people do crazy shit on live. Like I see why, like I said, certain people just don't need access to certain things. Because like I see why, like because when you go live, and you know that you're being watched. So some people feel like they have to perform because they know they're being watched. Like some people feel like they have to go extra hard in pain or like to entertain or to go out of their way to like grab people's attention. And like I said, it leads to problems. Like some people just have impulse control issues and but it's so funny, like the way things are playing out. Like I'm actually kind of grateful that, I don't have a large following on here. Like my social media, like Facebook is okay. I get love on Facebook, but here, like, and I'm kind of glad because like YouTube ended up being a weird space. Like YouTube ended up turning into something weird, that hopefully it'll change back, but I don't know. I don't know. I was about to say something and I forgot. Like I said, I'm just catching a vibe. My eyes is low, so I want to keep it dark. Like I said, my eyes is real fucking low right now. But yeah, I see why. I see why. Like it's another reason why like I don't really like to go live because like I said, you do feel like pressure to like perform because you're live. And I see why people do crazy shit when they live. Like I said, you live, you feel like you got to entertain people. You feel like you got to do something. But yeah, these vibes are really intense. Like I said, I'm really haven't been on social media. Like I said, I'm just still writing and creating, coming up with content that I'm about to um, put out, but I don't really like the whole live thing. I said I may, some of these movies I may start doing them to because there's certain things that I see, like it's certain things that I see that, some of it makes it to the videos that I put out, and a lot of it doesn't because it's a lot. So a lot of it, and I try to keep my videos short and sweet. So a lot of things like I end up not because I really want people to go and like look for themselves and just kind of take the little crumbs that I put out there and dive in themselves. But maybe it would help if I just like kind of like watch the movie and then explain what I'm seeing that way. So that way I can get out more of like the things that I see that aren't in the little, short videos that I do. But yeah, I'm working on that. And that's probably what I'll do too, is to watch movies and give, critique and talk about the symbolism that I see. Um, but yeah, keep your eyes open. Like I said, killed at the top. Killed at the top. A lot of black people were killed at the tops. 10. Or was it 11 shot and is it 10 killed, I think? Like I said, I'm waiting for the videos to come out because there are a lot of people. I watch the decoding videos too. I watch all that shit too. So I'm interested to hear what people think like the 10, the number 10 is. And like I said, like I said, I'm just vibing. That's what I saw. And like I said, the message that came to me, that was what I heard clear as day. Black people got killed at the top. The purge is happening. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll watch the purge and give some information there about while I'm online. Catch these high vibes and watch movies. But yeah, like I said, that was my message. And like I said, how it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Or what all is going to happen now. I need to wash my face. Sometimes my cats get so close to me, I get cat hair on my face and I can feel it. I love my cats, but I'm allergic. So it's like I always have to keep my face clean. But yeah. Anyway, like I said, what do y'all think? Like I said, I'm really interested in hearing, other people's perspectives about this. What symbolisms did y'all take away? And rest in peace to those people. Like I said, this is a horrible tragedy. And I'm not trying to make light of anything. And I hope nothing that I've said came across as like I don't have sympathy or anything. But, I don't know. I'm kind of numb too. Like, it's just, I've already, lost a loved one, not too long ago. So it's like I'm kind of numb. But rest in peace to those people. And how do y'all think this is going to play out? All right.